Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 182. Welcome again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin with me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance experts. In this bulletin, small business appetite to borrow remains flat, use of asset finance at an 8-year high, and a new growth fund for businesses in the Northwest. In my last Business Finance Bulletin, I mentioned that there's clear evidence emerging that small business owners are feeling very uncertain, and that's having a knock-on effect to the appetite to borrow money for growth. Now, the latest report from the SME Finance Monitor team bears out this uncertainty. Now, this team, every month, their independent body, produce, first of all, a high-level monthly overview about attitudes to borrowing money, and every 6 months they produce a more in-depth review. And that more in-depth review has just been released as at Q2 2017. Now, the report has a look at this appetite to borrow, and it's revealed that of the small businesses surveyed, 46% of them now classify themselves as permanent non-borrowers. These are businesses that haven't borrowed in the last 5 years and have no intention of borrowing over the next 18 months. Now, what has this figure done over the period that this team has been doing these reports? Well, back in 2012, that figure was 34%. So yes, 34% then and 46% now. A big increase in businesses who say they have no intention of borrowing money. Now, what about those businesses that have applied? Well, over the last 6 months, 4% of them said that they have applied for a loan or overdraft, whether that's a new one or a renewal of an existing facility. Again, how does that compare? In 2012, that figure was 11%. Again, big difference. But what about the more shorter term? Now, the SME finance team look at people and businesses who classify themselves as happy non-seekers. These are businesses that haven't borrowed over the last 12 months and have no intention of borrowing over the next 3 months. Those figures are even higher. 85% of businesses classify themselves as happy non-seekers. How does that compare? Well, in 2012, it was 68%. So you can see amongst all of those figures, there's a growing trend amongst business owners to say, hey, I don't want to borrow money. And in fact, 70% of businesses said they would rather forego opportunities than borrow money. Yet we're in that position. Well, what's the message? Well, of course, opportunities are going to be around us all the time. And yes, we're in a period of uncertainty. But don't forget, money when borrowed wisely can help boost and grow your business. Now let's move on from the doom and gloom of the first piece to some more positive news about use of asset finance. Well, according to the Finance and Leasing Association, more businesses are now turning to asset finance facilities in order to fund the purchase of plant and machinery and business equipment and software. The Finance and Leasing Association members have reported that in the month of July 2017, its business volumes were up 6% compared to July 2016. That's quite a significant jump. Now, how does that break down? Well, in terms of purchases of plant and machinery, in July 2017 there was a 20% increase compared to July 2016. When it comes to business equipment or IT and software, that increase was 13%. So you can see there are big significant jumps. What about asset finance overall? Well, the FLA reckon that a third of those type of equipment purchases are now being funded via asset finance. Asset finance is a very quick and easy way to go funding purchase of specific items. You don't need business plans and complicated cash flow forecasts, etc. So that's really why businesses are now seeing it as a credible alternative to traditional bank loans. Now, if you want to know more about asset finance and whether you can use it for your business, just drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk, and either myself or one of the team members would be more than happy to have a chat with you. Hey, if you're a business based in the Northwest and North Wales, I've got some great news for you. The British Business Bank, which is the UK's economic development bank, has just announced the creation of a new fund, the Northwest Growth Fund. The British Business Bank, via the Help to Grow scheme, has put £15 million into that fund, designed to help growing businesses in the Liverpool area, North West and North Wales. What can you use the loans for? Well, it can be to either boost your working capital, to fund capital expenditure, or even fund research and development for new products and services. The loans start at £250,000 up to a maximum of £1 million. How can you access it? Well, the fund is managed locally by MSIF. So if you want to know more and you are based in that area, just go along to the MSIF website, which is www.msif.co.uk. A great boost, that fund, for Northwest based businesses. Well, that's it for another bulletin. As ever, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. Well, that's it for this bulletin. I look forward to being with you again next time. Have a great, successful and profitable week. Bye-bye now.